My beloved, beautiful, amazing Libras, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these two beautiful roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all for supporting me. I love you guys incredibly, so thank you all so very much for your wonderful support. So for this 5-card love reading includes where the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Now I'm going to draw a special vampire oracle for you and then a favole, but let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Come on now. Goodness. You get the Hermit. Wow, interesting. You could have Virgo somewhere in your star chart. What I'm getting here is that, yeah, you're the one that needs to be in some kind of, solitude moment. For the ones who are in a relationship, sometimes I get that you need to take a break from any kind of connection and stuff like that. If something is a bit, too much and stuff like that, because it's like you could have, Virgo, but, it's like sometimes everybody needs a break. If you're constantly around each other too much, it's like that could also, cause, a lot of, problems between two individuals if you're already in a connection. Because sometimes, it's like, and the heart grows fonder when there's distance and stuff like that, and independence and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's like, it's really, sometimes it's good to kind of just think, okay, I love my husband or wife or whoever it is, that you're with or stuff. But sometimes, it's like you want to be alone or you want to be with your friends or your siblings or your parents or something, and you should always have 100% right to do so. For the ones in a relationship, it looks like that you're the one who's still in, a bit in solitude, a moment, or solitary, in the sense that you're thinking, okay, it's like maybe you've been through enough negative experiences in the past where you pretty much just think, okay, I'm done, going on these courtship phases, it hasn't worked out for me. I'm just kind of losing interest and I really don't care anymore. So either way, no judgment ever coming from me. So whatever, whichever, resonates with you, of course. The other person, ooh, you get the Chariot. Well, if you're in a relationship and stuff like that, the Chariot is incredibly determined. So the other person was and still is determined to want to be with you. And maybe sometimes it could, kind of, will make you feel a bit overwhelmed, where this person is constantly saying, yeah, let's go on the run, let's go on a hike, let's go on a drive, let's go to shopping, let's do this and that. And then sometimes you just think, okay, you can go ahead and do that. This is probably the other person taking off and just thinking, okay, if Libra needs to be alone or something, needs to have some moment to his or herself and stuff like that. Okay, sometimes you need to be alone. Now, if you're in the single situation, it could be, that the reason why you're alone is maybe this other person in the past, negative individual, this isn't per se a zodiac card as it is a major arcana. But the thing is, it's like this person obviously, left you quite fast. And maybe that's why it left you feeling like thinking, well, I've just lost interest in dating or courtships or whatever, humans do. So I completely understand and no judgment ever coming from me. Whatever, works best for you, works best for you. Relationship, 6 of Grails. This is a nostalgia card, so, for the ones in a relationship, it's like, what is the distance makes the heart grow fonder. But the thing is, it's like, if you sometimes need to have a break, have a break. If the other person is off, with their friends or something, it's, everybody should have free will no matter what. It's like you're not meant to just constantly be 24 hours together just saying, okay, let's just, sit in this room and let's just, all, sit in that room and let's do this and that together. Everything, everybody always needs to have their personal space and stuff like that. But this, for the ones in a relationship, this looks like, that you guys are kind of, reminiscing about the past, maybe during your first courtship phase, the dating phase, where you went to the same movie, you guys went out to lunch or dinner, you guys had coffee or tea or whatever humans do for fun or something, I don't know. But always, it's good and fun to always remind each other to say, oh, remember when this happened, remember when that happened, stuff like that. So I can understand, how, looking at the past is a really nice and fun thing to do. For the single ones out there, I can understand how if you've had negative relationships, you're probably looking back at the past, more or less also in a sense of nostalgia of thinking, oh my goodness, if only that person wouldn't have said that, if only that person wouldn't have acted like that, or if I wouldn't have said something so foolish or something, whatever it may have been. So, it's like I can understand how sometimes, you kind of look at the past and stuff like that, but okay, the past is the past that happened, but so, it's like there's not much we can do about the past, even for me as well. Let's look at the past. 8 of Scepters. So there's definitely yeah, some kind of, fast movement, fast development of something in the past. So, man or woman, whoever is watching this, the thing is what I'm seeing here is, either, there was a fast, quick, divorce or breakup of some kind, and that's what kind of left you in a current hermit situation of thinking, I don't want to get back out there. I've already been hurt way too many times. I don't care about any kind of courtship anymore. It's all, dead, done, over for me. I just don't care anymore. I need to be alone. But for the ones in a relationship, it looks like that this relationship was moving quite fast in your favor, my beloved Libra. So the thing is it's like I can understand, how you look at the past, with nostalgia because something was moving quite fast for you. But let's look at the future. Fool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the ones who are in a relationship, it looks like, that you're still taking a leap of faith of wanting to probably expand, grow, and develop and stuff like that. Maybe as the hermit, you're kind of thinking about ways to even spark up your romance and stuff like that. It's like we are heading towards that romantic holiday in February. So maybe you're pretty much just kind of pondering of thinking, well, where you want to take the other person to. Or how you want to celebrate. And for the single ones out there, it looks like you're definitely going to be taking a leap of faith of finding the right person sometime in the future. Can't say when or how, but you're definitely going to take a chance on something. So, I mean, why not? Nothing ventured is nothing gained. Okay, maybe, you've had some negative experiences in the past where the other person just, showed no interest in you, sadly enough. The most important thing, what I want to offer as advice is if people, show no interest in you at all, or they've ignored or rejected you, then you have to consider, you have to consider that their loss. Why? Because, it's like, if you consider yourself a wonderful total, package deal in any way, if you're very loving, kind, respectful, you're in the arts, you're in the medicine, whatever, or even in a legal situation, because justice is your card, and the other person just says, oh no, you're still not good enough for me, and just consider it their loss. So, but either way, it looks very promising for both the ones, single and the one in a relationship. Okay, now let's draw a Vampire Oracle. Come on now. That death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile. If you feel like you're in a fragile state, okay, sometimes you have to walk away and just, lick your wounds and take care of yourself and stuff like that. Of course, you're definitely mortal, and like me, finite, but that death will come as kind of like a rebirthing moment, because if you will see this vampire is holding this dead heart, because, when once hearts are drained, they do turn white. But if you, if you look at these little blood cells, I mean, I'm sure it's unappetizing to you, but I love this card, to be honest. That's usually a sense of hope, and it's more or less, that there's still life in this dead heart. So it's kind of also more or less a renewal, rebirthing kind of phase, like the death card and stuff like that, or the tower and stuff like that. So even though you might think, oh yeah, it looks just over with, it looks like, that there's no kind of development whatsoever. Well, I do see a new beginning sometime in the future. Can't say when or how, but there's definitely something heading towards you. Okay, I'm going to finish off with a Favoli card, see what Favoli has for my beloved Seven of Wands. Okay, so you're definitely protecting something. It could be that you're protecting yourself, or you're pretty much still protecting this connection. So either way, the Seven of Wands is about wanting to protect and defend yourself. And, defending yourself in a sense of when you want to be alone, okay, you pretty much have your reasons of wanting to be alone. If you're in a relationship, of course, you have your reasons of being in a relationship. So no matter what, it's a good thing to defend your cause and purpose and your reasonings and stuff like that. Well, my beloved Libra, I'm going to have to leave it at this for you, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe and join me on more vampire journey towards the future. I just want to say how much I love you guys incredibly. Thank you so much for your wonderful, amazing support. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings, so I'm going to go back and forth between general and love for now, but I just want to say how much I appreciate you all, so thank you all so very much.